Hey guys. Alright, so I said I wasn't going to do another wreath video because I liked how the one came out last year. For the most part, the video was really long and I don't know, maybe too much instruction. I don't know, I was just trying to be specific. And it had some horrible sound because I was doing some voiceover. But I didn't realize the fan on the computer was going to be so loud. So, sorry about that. But I remember when I was watching that one over that I said I was going to try apple slices next time. And I didn't get to try the other apples before. So, that is for a little bit later. Today, this is just stage one. I'm not going to actually be doing, well, to you it'll look like all one video, one thing. Today I'm just making the little cinnamon. Sorry, I have a really sore throat. I think I'm starting to get a cold. Little cinnamon divider ornament thingies. Last year I cut out little stars, which were kind of a pain because I had to roll it out, smash it out, cut the stars. I think this year I'm either just going to make little beads that I flatten out or discs or something. I don't know, I'm going to play it by ear. But this year I'm going to show you how to do the recipe for that instead of just leaving the link. So let's get to it. All right, so if I remember correctly, which I do because I just looked it up, it's 1 cup of applesauce. I got cinnamon. Couldn't hurt. It's gonna have cinnamon in it anyway. That's really good. And I don't normally eat applesauce for dessert on a regular, and I don't have any young kids anymore. But what I do is to make lower fat, healthier cakes and cupcakes, I substitute the oil, the vegetable oil that's in a recipe for with applesauce. So that's what I use the rest of the other applesauce for. This one being cinnamon, I'm not sure it's going to work for everything. For some things. For Christmas things. Actually, I was remembering some Christmas cookies I made. Not last year, but the year before. Some oatmeal cookies. I had bought some dough from one of those school program things. You know, kids sell chocolate bars and cookies or nuts or whatever. This one was for dough, and it was cookie dough. And I got the cranberry, what was it? Cranberry orange something? Cranberry orange and white chip maybe? I don't know, but whatever it was, and it was oatmeal based. Was amazing. I was going to try to make my own last year with a cranberry oatmeal like quick pouch you get at Walmart, and then just add some orange zest. I bought it, never used it. I may do that this year. But while I was zoning at Walmart, which y'all remember is my new part-time job, I've been in the cereal aisle 3 times now, and they have so many different flavors of instant oatmeal, cranberry and almond and what have you. So I was going to look up and see if you could use instant oatmeal to make oatmeal cookies, because I don't know, I just think it'd be easier, and there's so many flavors. Like right now there's gingerbread and pumpkin spice, and that's my next project. But anyway, 3/4 a cup of ground cinnamon, which is a lot of cinnamon. I have half of this jar left. It's probably going to take all of it, at least. I hope I have enough. I have another thing, but I may not use it much. I might just go with half a cup, because it's already cinnamon applesauce. Or a 1/4 and an 1/8. So about a 1/3 or so. I don't know. It's not like I'm eating it. The recipe doesn't have to be perfect. Unless it changes the consistency at all. that's what I'm doing today. 2 tablespoons of ground cloves, which is also quite a lot of cloves because they are not cheap. I love the smell of cloves. I just changed my wax melts out after I did a little bit of house cleaning. And Walmart sells some that are just clove. Not many people know about that. They smell really good. I didn't use them this time. I'm out. But I did find my old roasted chestnuts, which smelled amazing too. So for the one in here in the kitchen, I used 1 cube of roasted chestnuts and 1 cube of sugared pecans. It's a little bit smaller cube, different company. And then in the living room, I just did the fresh cut Fraser, which is the best piney one on the market, in my opinion. They did a limited edition at Walmart for 2014, and then they didn't make it in 2015. A little disappointed, but now they seem to make it every year. I think they listen to their audience. 1 tablespoon of allspice, which I think is going to use all of this, which sucks because I like having this in the cabinet. That must be the anise that's really strong. If I'd have thought ahead a little bit more, I would have gotten some star anise or star anise. Like I said, I tried to use them if you remember, I tried to use them last year in the wreath, but when I tried to drill through them or poke a needle through them or whatever, they just crumbled. They were probably also way too dry. They were just a little bag of cinnamon decoration things from Michael's. So they weren't really fresh. And then 1 tablespoon of ground nutmeg. Close enough. So this year, I also got some fresh cranberries. I don't know, I wanted a little bit of color. They're probably not going to smell like anything. But I didn't want to just go to the default orange scent. Just because it's, I don't know. I thought about doing apples and oranges, but I kind of just want to keep this one apples. Maybe next year I'll mix it up. But then the cranberries would look pretty. So yeah. Oh, I did get 3 different colors of apples. I got 2 Granny Smith, 2, I don't remember the name of them. They're yellow, really pretty yellow. And then 3 little Macintoshes. I hope they're all relatively the same diameter. I don't know. Even if not, it'll make them fun. So then again, since I have the small cranberries and relative dimensions to the slices of apples, so I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this thing. Whether I should make them more like little beads, like the cranberries, or if I should just make them kind of flat. And this is really wet. I may have to get some more cinnamon. Alright, I'm back with more cinnamon. Since I only did half of what it called for last time, I guess I'll have to do another 1/8 and a 1/4. I guess I didn't really think it'd make that big of a difference. 1/8. Ooh, did you see that puff? It's pretty cool. All right. Much better. spatula doesn't really have any flexibility like my other ones do. This one I don't use often at all. It's really big, chunky. I like my little 94-cent one I got from Walmart. Actually, is my favorite one. It's flexible in the end. It's really small. The whole thing is coated in silicone. Sorry, it's a little bit loud. But I fell in love with this one because I like the way that it's designed with the tree. It's part of the plastic handle. I got it at Big Lots when I was working there a couple years ago. A few years ago now, actually. I waited till it was on clearance. I paid $3 or something for it. Anyway, much better consistency. Oh, I didn't find anything to poke holes with for the wire when I get it. Oh, we get a bamboo stick. Alrighty, got that. Skewer, I guess, is what they're technically called. Because I'm a dork, I like to keep things relatively the same size and consistency. I mean, I like to play it by ear sometimes, which I am doing, but once I figured out I want to keep it consistent, I guess. Hope you don't mind the camera angle. Whoops. I need to find a tripod or something. And like I said before, this zooms in so much closer than the other one did. So I guess although I remember the instructions saying not to roll it out any bigger than a 1/4 inch thick. So if I fill that, that's going to take forever to dry. I guess I could just use it as a starting point. That is still really crumbly. Not at all holding together very well. So I guess they're just going to be little homemade discs. It's the easiest thing to do and the fastest. I've been up and about all day today. I know I didn't take you with me. Just ran into town. I did build my computer, as you saw in the last video. But even though I did forget to do one of the power plugs, we did get that sorted, but I'm still not getting anything show up on a monitor or on the TV with the HDMI cord. And it has HDMI port directly on the motherboard. And I know the motherboard's getting power because USB ports work, the lights work, the fans work, all 3 fans work. One for the graphics card works, one for the CPU works, the ones in the tower work. I have 4 fans altogether, I guess. But there I'm not getting anything on the screen. I can't see the BIOS set up or anything. So I took it to Square Tech today. Same place Charlie took his last year. Hopefully it's easy peasy. They said it'll be a couple days before they can look at it. Hope we're not making those holes too big. Well, they might shrink a little bit when they dry. But for the most part, I'm pretty proud of myself and how it turned out. I mean, that everything comes on and for the most part works. I'm hoping it's just a connection I missed or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to do the rest of these. You can see those. And then I will be back. Alright, so I finished those. I decided to go ahead and do 8 I think that'll be enough for the wreath. Hopefully, if not, I'll just figure out how to make it so that 8 works. I made 2 smaller ones, kind of for the end caps. They're about half the size, maybe a little bit bigger. And then I just made some couple of small random ones with holes at the top, so that I could, if I feel, hang them around the house, hang one in the bedroom, whatever. All right. So when these are dry, hopefully in a couple days, because that's the next time I have enough time off to hopefully finish this. And I'm trying to get that, trying to keep at my 1 video a week. I know I've been kind of slacking, but I'm doing my best. Anyway, if I can get these done, then I can stay on track. I think the next video after this is going to be, I bought a gingerbread house kit. It's not real big, because I don't have hours to do something like that, and I don't have any place to put it, and I don't even know if anyone would eat it but me, now that Charlie's not here. It's a tiny house, I guess is what they called it. There was a dog house one too, which was cute, but the tiny house had better, like, candy pieces included in the kit and frosting and stuff like that. I don't know. So that's what I'm going to try to do after I do this wreath, so that'll be next week. Anyway, that's it for now, and I will see y'all in a couple of days. Alright, it is the next evening, and I went to check on these to see how dry they were. I turned them over this morning before I left the house. They were pretty damp. I just turned them over again. They're a lot wetter on this side. I think what I'm going to do is shove them in the toaster oven on like 150 or 175 and come check on them in half an hour or so. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to kind of speed dry these because I need them in the morning. Normally, I think a little bit of damp wouldn't matter too much, but I don't want it to be just damp enough that they start to sag as they dry on the wreath form. So, back tomorrow, and we'll put this little puppy together. All right. You're going to have to excuse my voice today. I don't know if I'm going to leave it like this or do voiceover. Although I did want to get it edited in the next couple days, so I don't know. Or I might just turn on captions. Either way, I have all my stuff put together to do this wreath today. I did go ahead and finish these off. I did it twice at about 225 for 15 minutes or so. They seem to be pretty good. Plus it made the house smell good. So, Michael's yesterday, I picked this up. It's ideally not what I wanted. It's not a wire. It doesn't come apart. I'm just going to take the Dremel to it real quick and split it apart. But at least I'll know it'll hold its shape. I just hope it's not too big. And then I actually have enough apple slices. Also, these were on sale. They're just little fake snow-covered twigs. They were 70% off of $7. So, got them for less than a couple dollars, less than $3, I think. I also got one of these that's like a coarse sand. I don't have any use for it yet, but considering that my living room and bathroom are both going to be finished up in coastal, figured I'd find a use for it. And at like $1.25, I couldn't pass it up because it was only $4.99. So anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna put these between the slices. I may just add it to this clip. I got this cheap little thing at Walmart. Not that I can't make a decent bow, but I just thought I would add something. I'm probably gonna take these things off. Maybe this, and then string a few cranberries on it. I like the pine cone and the green. I just thought it added something to it. And then I'm gonna use this burlap ribbon just to make a simple bow to put on top. Anyway, I don't know. I kind of plan
about you. We'll see how it goes. This can probably wait. First things first, I'm gonna slice these babies up. So let's get to that and get them dried. The only thing that really sucks is knowing that these aren't going to be even. They might be a little bit easier because the oranges were real squishy. I wish I had one of those mandarin things or something, or giant food processor I could slice them, but I don't. I know it'll look a little more rustic and stuff if they're not perfect, but we'll see. Dang it, I can't get that stem out of there. Why is that thing so hard to get out? Okay. I don't know how, somehow, every time I slice something, it always ends up leaning towards the top. And thicker at the bottom. That's why this time I'm going to keep turning it. Wow, that's really uneven. Oh well. That's not even a circle. Oh. That one's fine on this side, but look, it's almost, you can almost see through it right here. Wonder if it's gonna curl really bad. I've seen on a bunch of these that they curl up when they dry. So I wonder if it'll curl up where it's really thin. And oh my gosh, this one is way too thick. Oh well. I'm only halfway through and I'm running out of room to hold it. Whoa. That's not gonna be safe. Oh, dang it, I crushed it right there. Hopefully it'll be alright. I don't know if we'll use the ends or not. Might just eat that instead. I haven't had a fresh apple in ages. I don't eat fruit as much as I should. And I should because I love it. This is way crooked. And way too thick. I don't even know if this one's salvageable. Maybe. So that's where my thick ones are going to come from. This is the end. I don't know how many I can fit in my toaster oven at once. And no, I still haven't had my oven fixed or replaced. Only one seed in that one. I was debating on sprinkling these with a little clove. I don't know if I need to do that. Might smell amazing though, if I do. I don't need any cinnamon. I got a bunch of cinnamon in these things. Wow, the clove is strong in those though too. The clove is strong in this one. Sorry, geeky Star Wars quotes. I don't have the clove near me anyway, because it's put away. Alright, looks like I have room for a few more slices. Sorry, that was my Pop-Tarts. Mocha. Mocha latte, I think. I don't know. That's a cute little ring. Put that on there. I think of my festive shirt. I don't work at McDonald's anymore, but I'm glad I have like 4 sweatshirts. Whoops. I can run around in. And because it's now finally cold, I can wear the new leggings I got at Walmart last week or so. And I think I need more. I'm wearing the plaid ones. I got some gray ones that look like a sweater. But I think I want some ugly sweater ones. They're a pack of 2 for $10, so I'll have to see what they have left. I think getting closer to Christmas. And I just realized I cut more apple according to this instead of according to the size of my tray. Dang it, I hope these don't brown too bad. See if I can put it back together. I don't know if it'll affect it. If they're brown. Oh, excuse me. I guess I'll just stick it in the fridge. Anyway, let's go put these in the toaster oven. Alright, I did go ahead and coat them with a really light dusting of cinnamon. I think I should have put them in some lemon juice, water, so they don't brown. So I think that could be a problem in the oven as well, from them not staying white. So if that happens, I might have to do that for the next set. It's a good thing I have some lemon juice left over from this summer. Alrighty. Right, I came to check on the apples. They're a little bit bendy on some places. This one's kind of crispy. Well, this one, if I open it, it will crack. I accidentally cracked this one earlier. A second ago, see. So maybe I did a little too much. Oh, that one's really dry. Because I remember with the oranges, I didn't mind. Dang it. I didn't mind them being a little bit moist. Because it made everything smell good. This one's really rubbery still. I don't know if I want to hang that like that. I don't know. What should I do? Should I go ahead and See how malleable that is. It's just like a dehydrated apple you get at the store. Because if I do them all too dry, they curl up really bad. I wouldn't mind stringing them up a little bit soft. Unfortunately, because of the room in the toaster oven, I'm not going to have time to do this afternoon. I got to dry all these. I definitely think I'm not going to do it as long the second time. Maybe if they air dry a little, they won't curl so much. So I'm going to do another couple batches before I have to get ready for work. Maybe not do them so thin either. Oops. Although, they will take up a lot more space like that because they won't be all crunched. I mean, they won't just be all stacked together real tight. So, I don't know. We shall find out. We'll find out when we return later tonight.